Have you heard about the emergency suspensions of new memberships by BRICS? Until now, we heard that BRICS expanded and more members have applied to join. That's what BRICS has always wanted, to attract even the Western allies and make the alliance a powerful one. But recently, we have got the official news from BRICS that for now, new memberships have been suspended. In other words, BRICS will stop admitting more new members. There is also news that more than 40 countries want to join BRICS. So, why is BRICS ceasing new memberships? What has happened that has made Russia, as the chair of the BRICS, come to this decision? Well, things don't seem normal, so in this video, let's know about it. So, what has happened? Well, after BRICS added new members, the customs and culture of the alliance changed. Now, BRICS, with its new members, has decided to temporarily halt the admission of new members. Because Russia is the chairman of BRICS this year, this decision was announced by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. When he was asked the reason, he explained that the pause is necessary to ensure that the bloc can effectively integrate the new members who joined at the start of this year. In other words, instead of allowing new members to join, BRICS has decided to first work in the recently grown alliance to create new dynamics. Once all the members have established strong relations among themselves, only then further expansion will take place. What's more, because the expansion has been quick, countries have not fully become members. For example, despite being called a BRICS member, Saudi Arabia has yet to complete the full ratification process required for membership. But how was this difficult decision made? BRICS, jointly, and Russia and China individually, always advocated for the expansion and creation of a multipolar world. This would be only possible by making BRICS stronger. However, the recent decision seems to be the opposite. At the Primakov readings in Moscow, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov highlighted the rise of a multipolar world and the decline of the unbalanced, unfair model of globalization. He pointed to the growing self-awareness of developing countries and their refusal to blindly follow former colonial powers. Lavrov also referenced President Putin's remarks at the G20 summit in November 2023, where Putin noted the shift of global investment, trade, and consumer activity towards Asia, Africa, and Latin America, regions that are home to the majority of the world's population. But now, the decision to pause new memberships has been made. In a meeting of the BRICS foreign ministers in Nizhny Novgorod in June, the ministers talked about what remained unsaid before, highlighting the need to consolidate the recent growth of the bloc before considering additional members. Lavrov explained that this pause would be used to develop a list of partner countries as stepping stones toward full membership, with Russia promoting like-minded countries. The decision to pause expansion aligns with paragraph 92 of the Johannesburg Q Declaration, which tasked BRICS foreign ministers with developing a BRICS partner country model. Lavrov also noted that BRICS is working on establishing categories for partner countries, which could serve as preliminary stages toward full membership. This strategy would enable BRICS to support nations like Belarus and other like-minded countries, offering them a gradual pathway to eventual full membership. Therefore, not all countries will be made direct permanent members. Now this model is expected to be shared before the Kazan summit in October 2024. With about 40 more countries, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand, and Turkey, expressing interest in joining BRICS, the bloc recognized the importance of focusing on strengthening its internal structure and relationships first. It should be noted that BRICS continues to engage with other countries, and this pause should not be seen as a move to isolate itself from the West. Instead, BRICS is working within the framework of multipolarity to protect the world from the excesses and aggression of Western powers. The group remains committed to integrating into the global system while advocating for justice on the international stage. There are suggestions that after this temporary pause, the alliance will grow quickly. That's because, in the meantime, the BRICS members will prepare everything and will be in talks with all potential members. Here's a reminder to please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos on Africa's geopolitics, economy, and changing landscape. Let's continue now. But what are the real reasons behind suspending new memberships? Well, for many, this decision is due to the differences between India and China about the bloc's expansions. Earlier, when the now new members of BRICS were in discussion for membership, India conveyed its opposition, compared to China, which wanted to expand the bloc. That's because India thinks when the alliance expands, China will play its role as its leader. Many in China believe that aligning the BRICS agenda with its Belt and Road Initiative could challenge Western economic dominance. They note that the BRICS countries have surpassed the G7 in terms of the gross domestic product when measured by purchasing power parity. China's GDP alone is nearly double that of all the other BRICS members combined, giving it substantial influence within the group. With Russia now heavily reliant on Beijing, an expanded BRICS could give China a platform even larger than the G7, which is dominated by the United States, to project its views and advance its geopolitical agenda. India, however, is wary of a rapid expansion, fearing that China would steer BRICS toward an anti-Western stance. Not only that, but India believes BRICS will become an alliance dictated by China in the East, much like the US in the West. For India, BRICS has been a crucial platform to promote its vision of a multipolar world order, where equality among members is fundamental. Rapid expansion could disrupt this balance, potentially pitting New Delhi against Beijing. Not only India but Brazil share this same concern. Brazil's largest trading partner is China, but its biggest source of foreign investment is the United States. That's why Brazil has reportedly proposed adding new members as partner countries rather than full members, reserving the primary roles for the current members. Both India and Brazil stress the importance of establishing clear guidelines, criteria, and procedures for admitting new members before any expansion takes place. And now we know that the BRICS has decided to pause the new memberships due to these same reasons. One thing has to be acknowledged here. BRICS is not functioning as an alliance where all decisions are taken by the major powers. This can be seen in the latest decision. If China and Russia were to impose the decision to expand, it could have worked out. However, to ensure consensus and mutual understanding, the concerns were taken seriously and an appropriate decision was made. Despite its concerns, India cannot afford to appear non-inclusive, given its aspiration to be a voice of the global South. Therefore, New Delhi is likely to advocate for the inclusion of neutral and small countries which do not threaten its status within the BRICS. However, the difference between China and India is not the only reason why the entire bloc decided in favor of suspending new memberships. Experts believe that BRICS decided to pause its expansion to prioritize quality over quantity. This means the bloc is more focused on strengthening its internal alignment rather than simply growing in numbers. Instead of rushing to bring in new members who might not fully align with their goals or values, BRICS is taking the time to ensure that any future expansion will meaningfully contribute to its core objectives. Before bringing in new members, BRICS is also focusing on solidifying its internal structure. This includes potential developments like establishing a BRICS parliament, which would provide a formal platform for member nations to coordinate their policies and actions. Additionally, the bloc is working on a partner model that would evaluate potential members based on their political positions, ensuring compatibility with BRICS' strategic goals and values. And that would be truly exceptional. Instead of adding members who do not align with BRICS' vision, it would be better to evaluate them before offering memberships. This would be done by seeing which countries have historically remained Western allies and which have advocated for a multipolar world. BRICS will ensure that former historic allies of the West are not allowed to enter BRICS and work as Trojan horses of the West. In conclusion, the decision to pause expansion is seen as a wise move in light of the rapidly changing global order. By taking a step back to regroup and adjust, BRICS is positioning itself to better compete and influence the evolving geopolitical landscape. This pause will allow the bloc to strengthen its internal cohesion and ensure that any future expansion is well considered and truly serves its long-term interests. What do you think? What's the real reason why BRICS has temporarily suspended new memberships? Is it because of the difference between India and China on new memberships, or a strategy not to simply hand over memberships and to value the opportunity? In the comment section right below, share your thoughts on the possibility that BRICS might be showing the West that it's not a threat by avoiding abrupt expansion. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We have decided to bring videos on something nobody talks about: African politics, economy, and increasing power. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.
Tell us what you think in the comment section. Like and share the video, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our African videos. It's the best way to support us.